Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be about the narcissist and their blame shifting. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about the narcissist personality disorder to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with in your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you overcome narcissistic abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. So when it comes to a narcissist, as they believe they are superior to others, as they are preoccupied with themselves and meeting their ideal, whatever their ideal is to them, as they feel entitled to have their own way, to do as they please, as they feel like they are above the rules. Rules don't apply to them. However, they believe the rules apply to you because they are that self-entitled hypocrite. As they are willing to exploit people, they are going to use many different manipulative methods to get away with their behaviour. And one of these methods is blaming other people. To blame is to give the responsibility to someone or something for a fault, for a problem, for a wrongdoing. As narcissists like to perceive themselves to be perfect and sell to others that they are perfect. If they do something wrong within their lives, they're either going to have a feeling or an opinion or a voice that it's somebody else's fault. They are going to blame someone or something for the reason behind their behaviour. With a narcissist, you can have that narcissist, depending on the need they're trying to get met, that will play the victim, that will, I'm sorry, if only you hadn't. I'm sorry, if only they hadn't. Well, if so-and-so didn't do this, I wouldn't have done that. And they are going to play the victim to blame others. Or you can have the narcissist that will still pass the blame, but by playing the hero. They only did that to save somebody else. I didn't tell you because you can't handle the truth. When the truth is, they didn't tell you because they didn't want your reactions to their behaviour to have negative consequences on their lives. So they omitted the truth out so that you were unaware of what was happening. Only our instincts kind of kick in and we start getting intrigued and we start trying to work out what's happening, and we become our own detectives trying to find out. When we do find out, because we're looking for honesty, for respect, for trust, for closure, we go and approach the very person who's trying to hide things from us. So when we approach them, they turn around and blame it all on us, whether that is a narcissist baiting us into a reaction so that they can blame our reactions to distract us from their actions, or whether they will just continue lying to frustrate us, to cause that anger, to taunt us. So again, we react in a negative light and they blame us, or whether they're going to triangulate and blame somebody else, or bring a third party into the conversation and claim how your friend was okay with that, their friend's partner did this, to distract you from whatever it is the narcissist is trying to hide from you. Blame shifting is a part of their gaslighting because they are not going to admit the truth. They are trying to twist your reality into how they want reality to be so that they can get away with the things they do to you. When it comes to the narcissist blame shifting, they want to pass responsibility over to someone or someone else for their own benefit, for their own gain. Blame shifting is a psychological and emotional abuse tactic that many, if not all, narcissists use. Because of the things that narcissists do to people, and because they feel entitled to do these things, they find it very difficult to accept responsibility for the things they've done. They will rarely admit fault, and if they do it in a way that passes the blame. I'm sorry, if only you hadn't. I'm sorry, but because you didn't. They will always find a way to twist the story so that they can blame somebody else. And more often than not, those people who don't have narcissist traits, who are not on the disorder or don't have high traits of narcissism, look inwards. They question themselves. They take responsibility for their own behaviour. And when they're around a narcissist, they take responsibility for the narcissist behaviour. When we need that radical acceptance of who they are as a person, we need to take responsibility for our own behaviour, and we need to pass responsibility back to the rightful owner for theirs. How somebody treats you, how somebody lies to you, how somebody behaves around people says more about that individual person than it ever will you. It does not take two to tango. It takes one person to manipulate you. And because you're coming from a place of kindness, respect, loyalty, trying to understand them, trying to empathise with them, because you can see that admiration face when they are treating you well, when they are selling you an illusion of who they are not, selling you an illusion of who you would like. You don't try to change them. A lot of narcissists will claim that you're trying to change them. You don't try to change them. You try to get back the person you met, the person who lied to you, the person who sold you your dreams to then deliver you a nightmare. Only they shift the blame over, so you are the one left believing you've turned them into this person that treats you so wrong, when you haven't. That is who they are. The person they sold themselves to be was to exploit you, and then they blame you to distract you from who they truly are. Blame shifting is the classic narcissistic tactic to pass all the blame of their behaviour onto somebody else, to get somebody else to work harder to please them, so they can escape responsibility, so that they can escape any form of consequences, so they can escape having to take accountability for their own behaviour. They shift the blame onto anybody they can. I didn't because you wouldn't. I forgot because you didn't remind me. Why do they do this? Because they want to gaslight you and gaslight those around them into believing the narcissist's behaviour isn't the problem. The other people in their lives are the problem. The woe is me, or the hero of how much they tried to help somebody, and this is how you repay me, by accusing me when all I was trying to do was help somebody else out. The thing is, they've usually created that conflict in the first place and then gone in to play the hero. They blame others, so people doubt themselves, so people work harder to please the narcissist. A narcissist will play the victim. They will play the hero. They will never admit to being the villain. And they are the villain. They are the one that causes all the issues. While you're busy trying to fix all the narcissist problems, they will be busy creating all of yours and distracting you from the fact that they are creating them by blaming you for them. When it comes to recovery from blame shifting, we have to be responsible for our own behaviour, and we have to stop being responsible for other people's behaviour. We have to stop going to those for closure who enjoy opening up our wounds. We have to start recognising people for who they are and not who they sell themselves to be. We have to learn that we are our best advisor. We have to find the methods to tell ourselves that we are enough and we can cope, we can manage, we can find the way through without relying on the person that's lying to us, that's denying us our reality, and that's blaming us for things that we haven't even done. We are more than capable of living our best lives without people who are trying to destroy our lives. We are more than capable of recognizing how they are truly treating us, what their true personality is. We are more than capable of recognizing that their potential isn't who they are, and it's not our job to bring their potential out in them. That's down to them. If they want to bring the worst out in us, then we are not for them. We cannot help them. We cannot be there for them. We want to bring the best out in them, so we need to leave them to go and live their life while we bring the best out in ourselves. We can all make mistakes. A mistake isn't to keep us trapped in a place that we should never be. It's okay to be responsible for our own behaviour. We all make mistakes in life. We all make errors in judgment. However, it is not okay to take responsibility for somebody else's behaviour, because all we are teaching them is that they can get away with their behaviour. Whether we say it to their face, which with a narcissist you need to be careful, those who lack empathy, you need to be careful, or whether we just say it within our own mind. If you see you should block their social media, block their Facebook, block everything. But if you see a photo of them, or if you see them out and they seemingly have it together and have that life, remember, it's the illusion that they are trying to sell the world. Everyone has issues, everyone has problems. Don't compare yourself with other people, with other people's lives. You never know what other people are going through, and you are only ever in competition with yourself. The only opinion that matters about who you are as a person and the things that you've done within your life is yours. Sometimes you need to step away from the situation and you need to speak to yourself as if it's happened to somebody you truly care for. And what advice, if someone came to you explaining that what's happened in their life is your life story, what advice would you give that person? Remembering you care for them, you want the best for them, you want to raise them up, you want to see their true potential shine. What advice would you give that person? And then go and work on that advice for yourself, because most of the time we are our own best advisors. We just don't always see it. If anyone has any advice on how they overcame the blame shifting, please do add that into the comments. I am currently full for one-to-one coaching. I have partnered with BetterHelp and their sponsored link is in the description. Go out there and start creating the day that you deserve, so you can start creating the life that you deserve. Yes, life happens to us, situations happen to us. You have the coping mechanisms within you to deal with these situations and move on and find your happiness, find your joy. Bye.